Today I'll share proven methods to finally break free from your night owl lifestyle and transform your sleep schedule. If you've been struggling to fall asleep before 2 a.m., feeling exhausted every morning, missing important morning meetings, or relying on multiple alarms just to wake up, you're not alone. Millions of people face this exact challenge, and the good news is there are science-based solutions that actually work. What I'm about to share isn't about forcing yourself to sleep earlier through willpower alone. That approach usually fails. Instead, these are gentle, gradual methods that work with your body's natural rhythms to shift your schedule sustainably. Let me explain why you're stuck in this night owl pattern. The main culprit is your circadian rhythm, which is your body's internal clock that tells you when to feel sleepy and when to feel alert. When you consistently stay up late, this clock shifts later and later, making it nearly impossible to fall asleep at a reasonable hour even when you try. Your body is producing sleep hormones like melatonin much later than it should, sometimes not until 2 or 3 a.m. Another factor is adenosine, a chemical that builds up in your brain throughout the day to create sleep pressure. When you push through tiredness in the evening and get a second wind, you're essentially ignoring these signals, and your body adapts by shifting everything later. The third major issue is our modern environment. Artificial lights from screens and indoor lighting trick your brain into thinking it's still daytime, suppressing melatonin production. Many people think they can just force themselves to go to bed earlier, but without addressing these underlying biological factors, you'll just lie there wide awake, getting frustrated, which creates negative associations with bedtime that make the problem even worse. Now let's dive into the practical methods that will transform your sleep schedule. The first method is the gradual schedule shifting technique, and this is absolutely crucial for success. Instead of trying to go to bed 3 hours earlier tonight, which won't work, you'll shift your schedule by just 15 minutes every 3 days. Start by noting what time you naturally fall asleep right now, not when you get into bed, but when you actually drift off. If that's 2 a.m., set your bedtime for 1:45 a.m. for the next 3 nights. After 3 successful nights at 1:45, shift to 1:30 a.m. This gradual approach prevents the frustration of lying awake and allows your circadian rhythm to adjust naturally. Within a month, you can shift your schedule by 2 full hours without any struggle. The key is consistency. Stick to your new bedtime even on weekends. One late night can undo a week of progress. Also, set an alarm for your target wake time and never hit snooze, no matter how tired you feel initially. The second method involves strategic morning light exposure, which is your most powerful tool for resetting your circadian rhythm. Within 20 minutes of waking up, you need to expose yourself to bright light, preferably natural sunlight. This sends a powerful signal to your brain that it's daytime, which starts a countdown timer for melatonin production about 14 to 16 hours later. Here's exactly what to do. Place your alarm across the room so you have to get up to turn it off. Immediately open your curtains wide, or better yet, step outside for a few minutes. If it's still dark when you wake up, turn on every bright light in your house. Eat breakfast by a window or on your balcony if possible. Even on cloudy days, outdoor light is much brighter than indoor lighting and will help reset your clock. Aim for at least 20 to 30 minutes of bright light exposure each morning. If you work in a windowless office, take a short walk outside during your morning break. This consistent morning light exposure will naturally make you feel sleepy earlier in the evening after about a week of practice. The third method is creating an evening wind-down routine that signals to your body it's time to prepare for sleep. Set an alarm for 90 minutes before your target bedtime. This is your wind-down alarm. When it goes off, dim all the lights in your house to about half brightness. Switch all your devices to night mode or, even better, put them away entirely. The blue light from screens is particularly disruptive to melatonin production. If you must use screens, invest in blue light blocking glasses with orange or red lenses. Clear ones don't work as well. During this wind-down period, engage in calming activities like reading a physical book, gentle stretching, taking a warm bath, or listening to quiet music or podcasts. The warm bath trick is especially effective. When you get out, your body temperature drops, which naturally triggers sleepiness. Keep your bedroom cool, ideally between 60 to 67 degrees Fahrenheit. Your body needs to drop its core temperature to initiate sleep, and a cool room facilitates this process. The fourth method involves strategic melatonin supplementation, and timing is everything here. Most people make the mistake of taking melatonin right before bed, but it's actually most effective when taken 2 to 3 hours before your desired bedtime. Start with a very low dose, just 0.5 to 1 milligram. Higher doses can leave you groggy the next day and may stop working over time. Take your melatonin at the same time each evening, then engage in calm activities with dimmed lights. As your schedule shifts earlier, gradually move your melatonin timing earlier too. For example, if you're targeting a midnight bedtime, take melatonin at 9 or 9:30 p.m. After a few weeks, you may find you no longer need the supplement as your natural melatonin production adjusts. Always choose immediate release melatonin rather than extended release for schedule shifting purposes. Remember, melatonin is a signal for sleep timing, not a sleeping pill. It won't knock you out, but it will help your body recognize when it should start feeling sleepy. The fifth method is implementing a strict caffeine cutoff strategy. Caffeine has a half-life of about 5 to 6 hours, meaning half of it is still in your system that long after consumption. But the quarter life extends to 10 to 12 hours, so that afternoon coffee is still affecting you at bedtime. Calculate exactly 8 hours before your target bedtime and make that your absolute caffeine cutoff. If you're aiming for a midnight bedtime, no caffeine after 4 p.m. This includes coffee, tea, energy drinks, sodas, chocolate, and some medications. Replace afternoon coffee with herbal teas, water, or if you need an energy boost, try a 5-minute walk or some light stretching instead. Many people don't realize how much residual caffeine is keeping them wired at night. You might feel a temporary energy dip for the first few days after implementing this cutoff, but push through it. This afternoon tiredness will actually help you fall asleep earlier. After about a week, your natural energy patterns will adjust, and you won't need that late afternoon caffeine boost anymore. The sixth method uses temperature manipulation to trigger your body's natural sleep mechanisms. Your body temperature naturally drops in the evening as part of preparing for sleep, and you can enhance this process. Take a warm shower or bath about 60 to 90 minutes before bedtime. Make the water comfortably warm, not scalding hot. Spend 10 to 15 minutes in the warm water, then when you get out, your body temperature will drop rapidly, triggering the release of sleep hormones. Keep your bedroom temperature cool. Research shows the ideal range is 60 to 67 degrees Fahrenheit or 15 to 19 degrees Celsius. Use breathable cotton sheets and lightweight blankets you can adjust. If your feet get cold, wear socks to bed. Cold extremities can actually prevent sleep onset. During the day, ensure your environment is slightly warmer to maintain the temperature differential that signals wake and sleep times to your body. Some people find that using a fan for white noise and cooling is helpful. This temperature regulation method is particularly effective when combined with the other techniques, especially the evening wind-down routine. Let me summarize the key action points we've covered today. First, shift your sleep schedule gradually by just 15 minutes every few days rather than forcing dramatic changes. Next, get bright light exposure within 20 minutes of waking to reset your circadian clock. Then, create a 90-minute evening wind-down routine with dimmed lights and no screens. Additionally, take low-dose melatonin 2 to 3 hours before your target bedtime for optimal effectiveness. Also, implement an 8-hour caffeine cutoff before your intended sleep time. Finally, use temperature changes like warm baths and cool bedrooms to trigger natural sleepiness. The most important thing is to start with just one or two of these methods rather than trying to implement everything at once. I recommend beginning with the morning light exposure and the gradual schedule shifting. These two create a powerful foundation. After watching this video, set that alarm across your room for tomorrow morning and commit to getting bright light immediately upon waking. It only takes 5 minutes to set this up right now, and you could start feeling the positive effects within just a few days. Remember, you're not broken or lazy for being a night owl. Your body has simply adapted to a certain pattern, and with these gentle, consistent changes, you can shift it to work better with your life goals. If today's content was helpful in understanding how to fix your night owl lifestyle, please hit the like button. It really helps others find this information. If you want more practical, science-based solutions for everyday problems, please subscribe to the channel. Together, we can transform those challenging patterns into positive changes. Let's solve problems together and create the sleep schedule that serves your life. That's all for today. Thank you for watching, and here's to better mornings ahead.